I just wanted to do a video. It's just gonna be quick on these dudes, blue and red pill. These guys are fucking idiots.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Underground
It's
Railroad
bullshit.
Productions.
They go back and forth on each other. Like one will run out of a word, trying to make a point, and the other one will tell them the word. It's because they're just using regurgitated shit over and over again, but they'll put a big word in here and there, like proclamation or like, you know, synapses. Like, this shit is retarded. And this whole thing is about Prince that I'm listening to, and I believe there's a conspiracy behind Prince, behind his death. I don't know what it is yet, but they have no clue either. I mean, nobody really has a clue yet. But they keep trying to attribute everything to Jay-Z, because like how Prince was, you know, about to, he owned all his masters, I think, or he was about to own them all, and they're trying to say that Jay-Z is going to be next because he owns Tidal, and, you know, blah, 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 and everything is about the Jews, and, you know, Leor Cohen, and he referred to it as the Mossad. First of all, the fucking Mossad is a secret agency Israeli agency that are like secret service, not secret service, like special forces dudes. Like, these dudes are like not the ones to fuck with. And that's the private army of Israel. That's like Blackwater we have here. You know, it's a contracted, like, they're killers. But Leor Cohen is just an old, low testosterone white dude, Jewish dude. He's not the Mossad. Like, you gotta be tough. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't just take some old dude and put him in the Mossad. And like, this whole Jewish mafia thing, I'm like, there has been a Jewish mob, but it split up with the Italian mob when the Italian mob kind of fell apart. I mean, the Italian mob's still there, but not like what it used to be when Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky were running it. But there is really no, like, I mean, there's a Jewish mob, but it's not nearly as big as what people think. What most people think, because Jewish people stick together because of our past with Hitler and other like situations where people were trying to kill us or export or exile us. So naturally, most Jewish people just stick together. You know, help each other get jobs with each other. You know, like kind of like a fraternity. I mean, that's it's a religion, but it's kind of like a fraternity, like a secret service, like, or a secret society, I guess you could say. But most Jewish people like myself are open and would talk about any of it. Like, nothing's really hidden. It's just that Jews just kind of help each other. Like, that's just really, you know, that's all it is. Like, it has nothing to do with Zionism, and it has nothing to do with anything else. It's just that, you know, if because of all the struggles that everybody went through when they came here, you know, they were peasants, and now they became, you know, lawyers, doctors, and stuff like that. So if they can help another Jew get a good job, they'll help them, because it's just the way of the sword, you know, the way that it is. But these two hecklers, you know, they just seem like a joke to me. Like, this, I thought this was a parody at first until I started watching, and I actually realized that these dudes, red and blue pill, this is actually an innovator of a digital music industry, like trying to make these big words, like, shut up. And to me, this is like, I don't think this is government at all, but this is just misinformation, like, that they're trying to, you know, give off. Like, this is bad for what's going on, because none of this stuff is really right. A lot of this is like people that never went to college, or if they went to college, they picked up on a couple of big words, and they'll use them within their point to drive their point home. just to make it sound like, it's something that it really isn't, but just because it's got a big word, it sounds smart. It's annoying. Like, let's see what he's talking about. He's talking about how do people own their own masters, but they're contracted to record labels. Your masters have nothing to do with your record labels. Your masters go through BMI and ASCAP, the secondary organizations that handle your masters and pay you for them. Record label has nothing to do with that. So this is the type of shit, like, this is a short video, these kind of dudes, this type of shit just bothers me because it's just bullshit. It's just talking and using big words and trying to say this is like that, trying to be really good at being a metaphorical person, and then start naming names, because now I believe Michael Jackson was killed, I believe Prince was killed, but besides that, like, I don't see any other connections. And both of them tried to own, like Michael Jackson was about to own Sony, and he called Tommy Mottola the devil. And Prince, I think he owned his masters, or he was about to, something big like that as well. So yeah, like, I can see that, because that's basically like you're working. That's your business partner you're working with. Like, you guys just rob the bank, together, and you can get half the cut, or if you go kill that person, you can get all of it. Like, of course Sony, killed Michael because they wanted all that money. They didn't want him to have all that, the master's money, the back money. And with Prince, I'm sure it's the same thing. It's just greed. It's just greed. And, people like these dudes they're just really, like, it bothers me that they get a lot of views because, they just keep talking about slavery and, the music industry, with not even really giving good examples, and then just, go into hieroglyph. Like, some of this shit is retarded. But, like, yeah, there is, like, a slavery nowadays in, like, in the record industry. If you look at Chief Keef and Alki David, Chief Keef is working for that rich ass dude Alki David, and when Chief Keef fucks up, like, Alki David took away his car, his BMW, the i8, like, he threatened to take away his house. Like, that's some fucked up slave master type shit to me. I mean, it's one thing to like, sue your artist if they do something fucked up, but to give them things like cars and houses and then take them away, like, and threaten to take away your house. I mean, where are you gonna live? Chief Keef would have to buy another house, like, or put a big ass down payment on another mansion. It's just crazy. But that's the best example that I can give. Like, I'm sick of people saying that Kanye is God. He's not. Like, Kanye was a great producer. He still is good, but, like, he's older. He's, like, married now. It's different. College Dropout, all the way up to Watch the Throne. Like, his production was amazing. But from now, after that, it kind of fell off. Because, I mean, and I understand that. I'm not knocking that at all. Because, people, you grow. You change phases. Sometimes you don't want to sit there, listen to records or, songs for hours and hours trying to find a dope sample. Like, I get that. But this type of shit, where it's very pro-black, that's cool. But don't be pro-black to where you're damn near racist, like, to where it's like, it's just like, Black Pride is great and Black Lives Matter is great, but when you push it too hard to where you don't let white people say, or you don't accept that white people aren't racist and they're actually trying to be on your side, that's when it gets really weird and fucked up. And we don't need to divide like we talked about in other videos. We need to come together. But these dudes are jokers. Like, I mean, see, when people search for a role model of sovereignty, and then he's talking about getting into the Matrix. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is like using these big words to sound like a, like something like he's making, like, it doesn't even make sense when you think about the words he's using, but he's trying to sound super smart, and it's stupid. Just be yourself. That's really what this video is about. Like, if anybody sees this, post it, on a red and blue pill, on one of their videos or wherever or something. I want them to see it because I want to challenge them. Like, I don't care that, like, these dudes are clowns to me, and I don't like this type of shit. We don't need dumbass shit like this that's gonna basically just confuse people, when you could sum up this whole video without all this extra bullshit in, I don't know, how long is this? Prince was killed because he owned his masters, or he was getting his masters for himself, and he was going to own part of a record company. That's it. What was that, like 30 seconds? That's all this that this is about, and everything else is just fill. It's just all filler. I mean, I know I'm talking right now, but I'm just trying to explain, like, these kind of shows that are on, on YouTube and stuff. Like, it's not good, like, because it's hard, because there's so many dumb channels like this, like Red and Blue Pill, to where it gets confusing on, what channel to watch, and what's accurate. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can just make a video and just throw it up on YouTube. So it's like, you got to really filter through, like, what you're listening to. And you can't just rely on other people's opinions about a certain situation. You need to have a backbone and have your own opinion. And if somebody argues with you, you be polite, but you push your reasoning, especially if it's something that's very serious, and you hold your ground. Like, let's get that passive aggressive shit, but this type of shit is just really dumb. And just like I said before, is that you could sum this whole thing up in 30 seconds. Prince was killed. It's all a money thing. They don't want to pay him more money. He was a genius. He was the new Mozart. I mean, he could play like 20-some instruments. Dude, Prince is fucking amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna close this video up. I was going through a bunch of good videos, and then Red and Blue Pill, this video came on, and I thought it was just this one was stupid, and then I went to another couple ones, and it's just using big words with familiar words. So you use the word like slavery and then existentialism in the same sentence. So it sounds like this huge word, but then there's a word that you can attribute with. Or Jews, or like Jews and monetization, like, Jews and money, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's like they just mix those two kinds of words up. So I just wanted to do a video on it because this is just really annoying to me. We need to all find the best channels. I've always fucked with DJ Vlad, even back when he was a DJ. I like Vlad TV, but we need more DJ Smalls Eyes. That's my shit too. That's actually really good. So anyway, peace out. I don't want to talk too long. I hope you guys understand what I'm kind of talking about, because these guys are just clowns, and it's just wasting people's times, and like probably diverting some people into the wrong direction. So I hope you can see that. Alright, peace.